There's the sound. And we are back. What is good? No big deal, just a giant, you yeah. Little gap up. Little gap up. Just a little gap up. Nothing too crazy. A few hundo. Jeez. Figured it might be worth a shot to check out since we had aftermarket earnings and whatnot. But not too much to go off of right now, obviously. So, just watching, waiting. Figured I'd go live. We got equal lows down here on the opening candle, which is interesting. So, I'll probably not mark that because it marks automatically. But maybe I will actually. Why don't we make a preset? Yeah. Like, what the heck? Equal EQL. Wait, why do I feel like I already have that? Okay, I don't. Cool. Yeah. We'll take a look at the 4 hour. We have this here. Which is a new day opening gap from last week, I believe. Yeah. Wait. Daily? Yeah. Alright. Let me just do this then. Get that a little more accurate. So it's possible we're trying to reach up for this right now. So, we shall see. Got equal lows down here. A little bit of engineered lows here. Wouldn't mind papering this. Swept this high here. Let's see if we have an SMT. We do not. But we do have this giant end dog to probably come down and tap into at some point. So that'll be cool. But yeah. We'll see what market wants to do. Pretty slow right now, but when we first opened, this wasn't bad, honestly. Nothing to really like take, but good candles. It's kind of dead now, but yeah, I think it's just you in here. Oh, We only got, I think we only got like one viewer. I don't know. I don't care. I thought this would be cool, so. But yeah. I would like low-key consider this as a paper attempt, to be honest. If we got the inverse, right? Break even. Yeah. I don't know about shorting. Maybe I need to get over shorting for a bit. Oops. Probably reaching up for this in log. I almost wonder if we're gonna come after this. Oops. Seems like a decent target. Yeah. We shall see. Dude, this is crazy. What a gap up. So there's actually technically the tap into the end log. So we'll see what happens now. This is still fairly dead, to be honest. I mean, I'm yawning actually. So. This actually wasn't too bad. If you like that sort of play. Looks takeable to me. It's good momentum, delivery. Had a liquidity sweep here. It's no SMT or anything. Just kind of slow grinding up, I guess. I don't want to grind up. I want to go down. Or, you know, we can just keep slow grinding higher and higher. So there's a little bit better of a touch into the N-Log. We'll see. I guess it's possible we're bullish again. At least here, honestly. Yeah. I can see that. I really find it interesting that we have these equal lows on this opening candle. So I'm not gonna forget about that, to be honest. Yeah. They're definitely, I mean, they definitely matter, you know? Like, I can almost guarantee we'll hit these. It's just a matter of when. But I'm marking them out because I don't know if I've seen like equal highs or lows on the opening candle before. Maybe I have, but I'm not sure. Just still slow grinding up though. Nothing too exciting here. But that's the name of the game sometimes. I really am thinking that this is the likely draw right now, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't really see anything else that we'd be going after other than this high here, so. Like, we've basically cleared everything else. Do we have anything to slow us down? Okay, we do have a nice 2-minute gap here. That could hold price down. Bro, how far away is it? So we have this 2-minute gap to the left that could reject. We'll see. So we'd have if we were to get a short setup, then we would at least have some sort of decent delivery here. So wouldn't mind. Technically this is an inverse for sure, but I do not like the size of this, and there's just a bigger one right below, so I don't know. Maybe if there was like an S&T. which there's not. Wow, that came really close. So either we're really bearish and that's why we didn't take that. Okay, price is moving a little bit better right now. I like that. Either we're super bearish and that's why we didn't pump that up, or we're gonna get like a long setup of some sort to destroy that high up there. We'll see. If I was gonna take a short, it would probably at least be this. This one is just not obvious enough, and there's a way bigger one right here. And once we break through this, there isn't too many roadblocks. There is a gap here, but with the way the liquidity looks below, I wouldn't really imagine that if we destroy this, I don't really think we'd bounce out of that. Like, I feel like we'd continue, but we'll see. I'll definitely try this if we get it. To the equal lows, maybe. We'll do 2 cons so we can scale. Hopefully we don't take this low before this triggers. Alright, I'll get in there just to give her a stab on paper. Probably scale somewhere like, I don't know, here. So we'll change this to a 1. 36? Maybe we scale here actually. Yeah. Probably scale 1 here. And then ideally full TP would be here, but we can't always get what we want. So we'll see how it goes. This would probably be taken down as break even. But I mean, it's kind of a weird short because it looks like the bias is pretty bullish. So we'll see. Basically just wait. Either works or it doesn't. But it looks like a good play to me. I wouldn't have liked it as much if I wouldn't have found that 2-minute gap, though. You know, the fact that that 2-minute gap was just super obvious. This, not to mention, it's like the last gap in the leg. So, like, if we're gonna be bullish to this high, you want to see us destroy this last gap. You don't want to see us reject here. So, the fact that we pump into it and get a really sharp rejection down shows me that we could be bearish on that, but I don't know. We shall see. It's not really working the way I want it to already. I kind of feel like I would want this to be going down already. The problem is, you know, the entry is actually like right into this. So it's not ideal, but it was worth a try. Again, stop out wouldn't be unless we close back above this inverse, so. I honestly do kind of like that reaction. So it's almost like, we get the entry, we get the inverse, we come back up, test the inverse, which it seems to be holding for now, which hopefully is a good sign for us to go down. I really, really would like to see us inverse this pretty soon, to be honest. If we do inverse this, I may go break even there. Just because if we inverse this with good momentum, there's no way we should come back up. So maybe. Alright, so no inverse there still, which is kind of lame. I really want this to get inverse soon. Sheesh! Love to see it. Fire. Apparently Amy just got the rent paid. Alright. Really like that candle. When you see us wick down like this, oh gosh, I love this candle. Alright. So part of me wants to scale at this volume imbalance. This is a pretty prominent gap here, and there's no guarantee we get down this far. So I think I'll just scale at the break even spot. Seems like a smart play to me. I know it's just paper, but I'm trying to execute, proper still. We put in equal lows, which is great news. This should definitely continue down. Any minute now. Bro, I know this is gonna dump through this. It's taking forever. I wonder what the RR is on that scale, actually. So scaling at almost a 1R. Why don't we just move the scale to 1R? Oops. Alright, there's the break even, so I'll at least do that. This really shouldn't slow down here. Bruh. Bruh. Not this again. Not this again. You guys. Alright, thank you. So, we're scaled 1 there. And we'll just let the runner do its thing, and hopefully it just continues down. This is a little ambitious, I can't lie. This runner is a little ambitious, but I mean, it's just paper, and we're break even, so whatever. Another W trade. Are you laughing at my? You laughing at my final target? How far it is, or what? It's a little ridiculous. I think, yeah. I think we'll just, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I really want to see this continue going lower. Good scale spot, though, at least. Like, we scaled literally down here. So, that's good. I wouldn't really imagine this would... Oops. Alright, so we tapped into a 4-minute, and that's would explain this bullish reaction that we're getting here. Obviously I want this to keep going lower, but alright, so we broke the equal highs there. Hopefully this gap does a good job holding price down. But this gap down here is a little more obvious. Keep going down, baby. Wait a minute. Type 1 if you took that. Really want this to go down here. And if we do start pushing aggressively, I might get greedy. Yo, all right, we got 1-1 in there. I'll take it. Man, I really want to hold this to those equal lows, I can't lie. But 90% off Apex confirmed. Bruh. Uh, are they doing $85 lifetime too? If they're doing $85 lifetime, that is like the best possible deal you could ever get with Apex. I really want to hold this to equal lows. But what do you think, guys? Do we secure the bag and exit here, or do we try and get this? Do we try and get this banger? Yeah, 1.4R to 4.7R is kind of crazy. Why is Apex gotta do this? 432. Hold its paper. Yeah. You right. You right. There's no real bag to secure right now. Right. Not even sure why I scaled, to be honest. Full TP or nothing. Imagine this does go all the way down here, though. That would be so sweet. They haven't confirmed that. How'd you confirm it then? Did you get a email? Because if you got an email, it should say in the email, really. Where did we scale at? This order block? Oh, reliable ping? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Everyone loves a good reliable ping. Genuinely don't want this to... Yeah, I want this to inverse right now. Alright, let me just... Wait. I'm looking here and this says 90% off for wealth charts, though. I got an email for wealth charts 90% off, but not for the regular ones. Like, there's no way that I would get those. Like, what? What do I have a ping in AT? Yeah, probably not. I just... Whoa, okay, looks like we might get break even on this. The market heard about the 90% off. Apex 90% off. Okay, listen. Here's how I'm gonna find out. Oh. Never be sorry about Charlie Brown. We love Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is the GOAT. Trade of 8. DK. Ooh, I love that reaction. Now come down and inverse this gap. Okay, it's definitely 90% off on wealth charts and Tradeabate accounts. I just checked. 50Ks are $16. $16.70. I really want this to inverse and just dump. Please. Please. This wick up, terrifying, but geez, what a break even point, huh? No. Original scale was here. Yeah. Well, not scale, but the. All right. This is getting a little choppy. Can't lie. This gap must be worth a little something. I'll be back in just one moment. Guys, this is so choppy, man. It was looking so promising. Like, look at this candle, right? Like, when you see us pump into a last gap in the leg Sibby or Bissy, you don't want to see us, like, or, well, sorry, when we pump into the gap and then we reject like this, like, why are we slowing down, right? And I'll tell you why. Time of day, right? Not very much volume right now during this time of day. Plus, we're in between two 4-minute gaps, right? So we got a bullish 4-minute and we got a bearish 4-minute. And we're wicking back and forth in between both. And it's super, super annoying because you don't know which one's going to break first. We could pump up, stop me out, break even on the rest, or we could reverse and come down. It's really up to the market. I would prefer to go down, obviously, but we'll see. This wick right here scared me. I really thought I was gonna get stopped out on that one, but it didn't. Which I kind of was taking as a good sign. And then after that, you notice we went down super hard right here, right? Then back up. So we tap perfectly into this. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if this gets stopped break even on the rest, to be honest. Oh well. What's going on, chat? Come on, talk to me. I've spent like this whole time talking to myself. Nobody said anything except for Amy. What's going on? Everybody red, green, you follow your rules, you break your rules. What's going on? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Because if I get break even and we have a dead chat, then I'm probably just end stream. Been live for almost an hour, so not a big deal. So the length of the stream will be determined by chat and or this trade. I have drawn so many down lines and down arrows, and it's not listening to me. Yeah, I mean, after an hour, it's kind of like, do I keep streaming with nobody's here, nobody's saying anything? After an hour, like, the first hour is one thing, but do I really go longer than an hour like that? No, I don't know. I'd say the only reason I go more than that is if this trade keeps dumping, which would be super cool, I'm not gonna lie. Not only if the play keeps working. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the play's still working, there's no way I'm cutting, And you know what I thought about, which is kind of, I wish I would have known, but I don't know how I'm going to get the live. So, from the last stream, when I took the the winning trade, I don't know how to get, like, just the clip of that on my computer so I can edit it. So if anybody knows how to do that, let me know. But it's Like, because it's not a video I recorded and uploaded, I don't have the file. It's on my YouTube in the live section, but I don't have the file. But I wanted to take the clip of the trade and like time lapse it and put a song over it and stuff, but I don't know how to do that stuff very well, so if anybody has any advice on that, let me know. Yeah, Apoff is that's probably a good person to ask. You right. No way we go back up again. Come on. This is the most frustrating trade, dude. Like, this is gonna dump, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this is gonna just, like, yoink down, but it's just. I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, here's where I get break even. Ain't no way. Alright. Reverse psychology gang. It's opposite day. This is not gonna dump? Question mark. This is not gonna dump. Bruh. Why is NQ acting like I don't got plans? Alright. So, break even there. Um, Honestly, glad I'm not in that anymore. Gonna call it a stream there, you guys. So, hope everybody has a good night.